Okay, so picking up from where we left off, trying to verify and analyze a cloud environment with Wiz. The previous video we made was how we're able to connect our Wiz to Google Cloud, which we're able to do successfully. So the next phase here is to verify and analyze our cloud environment with Wiz. If this is your first time tuning in into this channel, you are welcome. Yes, you're always welcome. This is African Cyber Girl. This is where she learns, she builds up her skill from zero to cyber shield. And it's always wonderful to have new people watching my videos. And if this is your second, third, or this isn't your first time coming in, you're the real MVP. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for always tuning back in whenever I post another video. So, for those of you that are joining for the first time, I know you're going to like it here, but to further confirm that, because there's only one way to find out, right? There's only one way to find out. You can subscribe. It's completely free. Honestly, it's completely free. And you can like this video as we go on because it helps boost the algorithm and makes this video reaches out to a lot more people that would actually need this. So without further ado, we are going to proceed to working with our environment. So right now we can see that this was what we deployed. Yeah, this was when we were able to connect the Google Cloud. We were able to connect, and we did that about 34 minutes ago. So usually it takes about 30 minutes for everything to propagate and for Wiz to start noticing stuffs in that cloud provider. So we waited a total of 34 minutes to be able to make that happen. And right now, we want to see the findings and the following things that Wiz would discover. So, in order to just make this single lab, because there's a lot of other environments, remember that this is a shared lab. So, there are a bunch of other people that are currently working on this, and you can see them working here. I mean, there are proofs of this, right? But we can make this single lab by just, pasting our ID there, and then it opens up this and makes this just that. So the next thing we're going to do is to explore this page. We can see that the health issues here is low, right? We can see that the status is active. This is our source. This is the last activity. I mean, the other things, this is the connector info. This is how you can check your security, your system activity logs. You can view your subscriptions. We can scan resources. You can contact support. You can disable, edit, delete. And this is our ID. So this is how it looks like from our end. It just allows you to manage more than one provider, don't you think? All you just have to do is to know the connector ID and then search for that, and then you're good to go. But you're able to manage more than one cloud environment here, and that in itself is powerful. Okay, so right now, I'd like to look into the findings and discoveries made by Wiz Workload Scanner, which was triggered by the deployment of the Wiz Cloud Connector. So we can click this to open the details drawer, and in the details drawer we can see that we have one subscription. We have our severity is we don't have anything in our health issues. Severity is not critical, not low, not medium. We don't have anything. But we have okay, so we have one medium, just as we saw there initially. We have one medium or low health issue that we're still going to check. You can see that this cursor changed into a hand, meaning that it is a clickable path. So when you click on this, it opens. You can right click and just okay. Apparently, we cannot open that in another tab, but yeah, our status is active. Last activity created, and yeah. So this is what the details look like. So you can click on the subscription here to open, the subscription itself details drawer. So this is the subscription that we just opened, and we have double scanned. We have a deployment, which is two. Okay, you can see two. So apparently, myself and somebody else is probably using this. So our health issues is low, but we have two, right? Projects, this is what we have. Resources, this is what we have. Last scan, this is what we have. We can exit this to just have more real estate. And I mean, this is a double scanning detected. Some subscriptions have been scanned multiple times because they're within the scope of multiple connectors. This can impact the accuracy of resource counts. I don't think we'll be needing any of that right now. It's just, exploring our environment and seeing what we can actually do. So over here we can click on the subscription here to just open that subscription detail, right? Looks like a different kind of tab sorter because we have detections, we have threats, we have response, we have activities, we have ownership, comments, issues, vulnerabilities, configuration, attack surface, network, runtime, and identity. And this is the overview, right? We have four high control issues, right? The name, subscription ID, status, native type, provider ID, creation dates, cloud platform, external ID, and now updated at last updated, right? Can be accessed by the list of service accounts, right? Our deployments, our admin principals, our owner principals, our virtual machine, a cloud log configuration, the regions, the organizations, and this is looking really good. Right, we can scroll over to issues here to just see how that looks like. So today is 4th of March. So this is actually an old data because this was created as February 19th. So this is probably not my data, but I mean, just to give you an overview or something of some sort on how the environment is going to look like. So bear in mind, we're going to proceed, right? We're going to do way advanced things than this. This is just introducing and just trying to um, learn how to work, with Wiz. And as we proceed, as we progress, right, there are going to be more labs on more advanced, situations that we encounter and what we'll do if we were to use Wiz. So, yeah, we can check the configuration tab also, right, to check for the unresolved configuration findings, to check the past. So ignored is inactive because that isn't present at the moment, but the past ones, the unresolved ones, we can check that here, which we are doing. We can just keep going and can check network, data, secrets, what have you. So we can close this and go back to a subscription page. And on the resource, right, this is our virtual machine. Okay, so we can click to view, right, our virtual machine. This looks like a query. Go back. Oh, so view virtual machine on graph. So this is our virtual machine, right? So I mean, look at how a query looks like. Find virtual machine that is in subscription where ID is equals, right? So this is virtual machine identification. We can also click on it to see how this can look like. Okay, so we are waiting for this to load, and we can just check it out. Our insight summary is high configuration findings, 119 high vulnerabilities, unpatched OS, running EOL technologies. The properties of our virtual machine is as follows, right? The name, subscription status, data type, creation date, yada, yada, yada. Provider ID, cloud platform, external ID, operating system, yada, yada, yada. Identity insights as follows, right? Permissions, our IAM access from outside the organization is red and list. No high privileges, no access to sensitive data, and no admin privileges. So this are the list of our technologies. And in the last video, remember that we launched an Ubuntu server. So we can check here to view all, right? So there's view all, and when we see our Linux Ubuntu server as a hosted technology. Okay, so this is looking really good, really, really good, really, really good. I just wanted you to see that our Ubuntu here is also part of the hosted technology. So we can go back to where we were, right? And also check the vulnerability tab and just, keep exploring. We are gradually coming to the end of this video and it's been fun all the way. I mean, if this is also your first time in the Google Cloud environment, I'm sure that you're excited as I am. And you can also click on vulnerabilities here, vulnerability tab, to also check the vulnerabilities that we have. This is our patch report. Okay, our Ubuntu hosted technology. This is the version and the fixed version and the vulnerability, file path, and remediation. So this is how it looks like, the critical, high, fixable package vulnerabilities. We can also, I mean, there's nothing ignored because we haven't ignored anything. And this is the list of all the vulnerabilities. Okay, so this is our operating system requires patch, right? Yeah, our Ubuntu, Linux, and our Linux, just Linux. Our security tool scans, and this looks pretty good. So we can check on, probably just this, see how it looks like end of life. So we can, since it's part of the high, it's the same, right? This is all vulnerabilities. This is the critical ones. So let's just open this and just to see how that looks like. So this is a vulnerability finding, right? It has no further official support by the vendor and thus no security patches. Furthermore, newly discovered vulnerabilities are not reported. Thus, such technology poses a threat that is both unknown and will not be fixed. So, our status here is unresolved. We can decide to perform an action on this, escalate it to any of the third party applications that is linked to Wiz. We can pick whatever steps that we want to do, however way that we want to remediate the situation lies in discretion of the cloud security engineer on that is active basically. So yeah, I'm excited for the wonderful things that we're going to be doing with Wiz. I am ecstatic and I want you to be part of this journey with me and be ecstatic with me. Like this video because it helps, and I'd also want to see your notification. See you next time in my next video.